I want it to be cute because I'm cute, I'm girly, I'm a girl. I like cute, girly stuff. Hey guys, welcome to another LunaBudoona special. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and like this video because you already know you're gonna like it. Today we're going to be talking about my baby. This is my baby right here. She is my PC that I built myself with my boyfriend's help, of course. I painstakingly researched so many parts. I went over everything for months and months and months before I finally decided to just pull the trigger on everything and just build her. So I actually haven't named her. I know I mentioned naming my computers in my last video right here. Go ahead, check that one out. But she is still my baby nonetheless. So before I get started, I want to give a few tips to some people who are thinking about building their own PC. So if this is your first video that you're ever watching, which I highly doubt it, about a PC, welcome. This is not going to be a tutorial by any means of me building the PC because it's already built and I did not film that part. And I don't think you guys would have wanted to see that anyway, and I'll get to that why later. Top 3 things that I would say to keep in mind when you're building your PC is your budget, of course, how much space you have, and what you want it to look like. So when I was building my PC, the first thing that I even thought about was I want it to be cute. Because I'm cute, I'm girly, I'm a girl, I like cute girly stuff. The older I get, when I was younger I used to be a tomboy. My favorite color was blue, just to defy the odds. As you can see, my childhood bedroom is blue. But the older I get, the more I like cute girly stuff and the color pink. I wanted a white base for my PC. So as you can see, my case is white. The inside of it is white and black, and I coordinated my RGB sticks, and I also coordinated my mouse and my keyboard. I tried my best to coordinate my monitor, but there's not really many white monitors, so I settled for silver, which actually went pretty well. In this video, I'm not gonna say the names of everything that I got. I'm just going to put it right here, a screenshot of what it is, and it'll also be in the link in the description. So, starting out, what did I care about when getting my PC? The way that it looks. Now, as you can see, she is beautiful. She is my baby, and I really wanted an all white build, but I thought, well, all white, that's kind of too much. You know, I didn't want it to be like just all white. I wanted it to have, you know, some pops of color. So of course, what did I choose? I chose pink. And most of what you can see that is pink, it is the LED strips in my PC and my peripherals. So I got LED strips, they're magnetic. I will put how much they cost right here, like a screenshot of them, like I said. And they're really easy to set up, really easy to install. Keyboard actually has full RGB capabilities, but I just keep it on pink because I didn't really want like all the RGB colors cycling through, because I really did just want it to be pink. So that's what I keep it on. And of course, my mouse is the Logitech RGB mouse. I love it. I keep it on pink. I couldn't figure out how to get it to just stay pink, so it does breathe pink. But I do love my mouse. It is really responsive. You can control the DPI with the button on the top, and I love the way that it clicks, and it's really light, and I don't feel like I'm flinging around a brick when I'm playing my games. Circling back to my keyboard has red switches, and it is a full keyboard. And I find that I like the red switches the most because they're not too loud, and they also have enough travel, and they're not very clicky, but they're clicky enough to where I feel like I'm actually doing something. My monitor is an HP. It's in silver, and it's 24 inches. It has 75 hertz, and I believe it has FreeSync. And I do find that it is perfect for my needs, my capabilities. I can see all the colors that I need to see. It's very vibrant. It doesn't look washed out, and I don't have any flaws or irregularities on my monitor. And I believe it's just perfect for what I need, especially gaming. Let's talk about what's actually inside my case. Let's start with the base that everything goes on, and that is the motherboard. The motherboard that I got was the Gigabyte Aorus B450M, and it is an older motherboard, but it is compatible with the processor that I wanted, which was really important, because if your motherboard is not compatible with your processor, then you could run into all kinds of issues. So to get the full effect of your processor, meaning all of your speeds and all of your multitasking, you do have to update the BIOS of this motherboard, which is kind of like the software of the motherboard, which would make it compatible with the processor that I got. And moving on to what the processor actually is, I decided to get the AMD Ryzen 5 3600 6-core 12-thread processor. AMD processors, they are really great processors, and they're not as high priced as Intel. And I believe I got the one that I got for about $149, where originally it is $179. I did get it at my friendly neighborhood Micro Center. You guys sleeping on Micro Center, don't sleep, because that store is amazing if you are into technology, into gaming, A store is great for this kind of stuff. And moving on to my third favorite part of my PC is the GPU. And the GPU is the graphics card, and the one that I got was the Sapphire Radeon 580RX, the 8GB version. And this graphics card is awesome. Like, when I say awesome, it does everything I needed to do and more. I can run Fortnite on epic settings and have no issues. I can play AAA title games like GTA 5, no problem. The Witcher 3, no problem. Like, all of these games I can play with no issue, and that is exactly what I wanted. The RAM. So I chose to color coordinate my RAM and get it in the white, and I got the Crucial Ballistics Sport RAM. I got the 16GB pair, so it is 2 sticks of 8GB come together to make 16GB, and I am in love with having this much storage, with having this much RAM, and having it be so fast. It is DDR4 RAM, so you have to make sure it's compatible with whatever motherboard you get. I love it. It goes with my build, the colors, and it looks cute. Before I forget, let's talk about the actual case. So what everything goes into. This case is an NZXT case. It is white. It has tempered glass on the side so that you can see into the machine, and it has really good temperature regulation. So it has a lot of vents so that you can pull in cold air and push out the hot air so that your computer doesn't overheat on you. And it has a USB-C port, I believe, at the top, and it has a USB port, and the headphone jack is up here, which is pretty convenient, and of course the power button. And so I'll talk about kind of like the extra, well, not really extra, but you know, the not so expensive things if you buy the right things. So the fans are Arctic fans, I think 12mm, and they are in white, of course. They're very quiet. I hardly ever notice that they're on. Power supply is a Corsair Bronze 550 watt. Another thing to be cognizant of is making sure that your power supply has enough wattage to power your machine. So a good website to go onto is PCPartPicker.com. That is where I put in all of the parts that I wanted to get on in my PC, and it will show you if you have any incompatibilities. It'll actually tell you if your motherboard may need BIOS updates, which mine did, and it'll tell you if you have enough wattage in the battery that you pick to actually power your machine. Moving on to a really important part actually of your build is your storage. So what I chose to get was a 1TB SSD. The one that I got is a Samsung Evo, and I believe I got it for like less than $90 during a Cyber Monday sale. So when you're trying to stay in budget, really important to get on them Cyber Monday and Black Friday sales. Last things that I'll talk about is some problems that I had and things to keep in mind when you are building a PC. So me and my boyfriend were building this PC together. I wanted it to be kind of like a bonding moment, I guess. And we're building this together, following the video on YouTube, and we got everything together, went to turn it on, and it wouldn't turn on. So we were thinking of everything it could possibly be. The motherboard is shot, the case power button doesn't work, we put the power little notches into the motherboard wrong, everything. Of course, we thought about the power supply. There was really much we could do if the power supply was busted. So what I did was I took it to Micro Center, one of my favorite Micro Center. I took it to the repair center, And it took about a week for them to diagnose it and fix the problem, because of course they don't have that many technicians, and so the technicians are always, you know, backed up. But it was well worth the price of them fixing it and replacing the power supply, because it was something I never would have been able to find out myself. And that was that the end of the cord that goes into the power supply was actually plugged into the motherboard. So that is why it was not turning on. Thankfully, nothing in my PC got messed up because of this, like shorted out or anything. So we didn't have, the only thing I had to buy new was a battery that they already had in stock there. So they just replaced the battery for me. They gave me back the old one, and I returned the old one to Amazon. Of course, you want to always think about your budget. You want to make sure that you're staying under budget, not going over your budget. I believe my budget for just my tower was like $900, because I didn't want to cheap out on anything. I think that it actually probably came to about that. So my peripherals probably came to about $250-ish. So that would be my monitor, my keyboard, and my mouse. My speakers I already had at home. They're like my old speakers that I have back when I had built my first PC with my dad when I was like 8. And they're still going strong. They still sound really good. So I was like, you know what? I'll just keep them for now. But so my entire PC for everything probably came around to about $1,300, which is kind of a high price, but not really when you consider what you're really getting. And I saved up for this over time. That is about it, you guys. That is all about my white aesthetic girly gaming PC. I'll put the links to everything that went into and around my PC in the description below, and I'll also link the video that I used to build my PC. Make sure that you put all the cords in the right way and in the right place, okay? And you probably shouldn't have any problems. But that's about it for this video, guys. Go ahead and turn on the notification bell so you know when I post new videos. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more of me and these types of videos. But other than that, that is it for today, guys. I will catch you next time. Peace.